What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We gonna get straight into it, man. Happy New Year's Eve to all, man. We got our boxing awards for the year 2024, man. This year been super lit, super crazy, man. Lot of shit that went on in the boxing world, man. I'm gonna get straight into it, man. I'm gonna say this off rip. Some of these fights, y'all, like the casual fans probably don't even know about or didn't even watch. Like, I really watch boxing, bro. Like, if it's a fight to be watched, I'm watching it. So some of these y'all gonna have to go research. Some of these y'all gonna really have to go Google or YouTube and do your own research. But this is my honest opinion, and I gotta give my opinion because I did the community tab post and I asked y'all who the fighter of the year was. And it started off good, and then it just took a turn for the worse because it ended up saying that Tank was fighter of the year over Usyk, over Better BF, and over Terence Crawford. I'm like, huh? How you get Tank out of? It just turned into a popularity contest. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. Robbery of the year, man. I got Robson Constantine versus Oshaki Foster one. It shook the boxing world up, man. It was on the undercard of Shakur Steven versus Artem Haratunian. No lie, man. If I'm being generous, I would have gave Constantine maybe 3 rounds, 4 rounds at best. It was a clear robbery, man. Foster outboxed him clean. Uh, he landed the cleanest shots. Everything that Constantine threw, Oshaki to roll with it, or he made a miss. Easy. That was my robbery of the year. That shook the boxing world up. If y'all go to Twitter and type in Constantine versus Foster one or Robson Constantine versus Shockey Foster one, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Even Shakur Stevenson had to say, man, that was a clear robbery, man, and he was the headliner of that event. That's my robbery of the year. That was clear. Like everybody was like, what? Upset of the year, man. Gotta give it to man Jaime McGill, man, versus Bruno Suarez, man. Nobody was really expecting Bruno to win. Nobody even knew who that was. We all knew Jaime McGill from fighting Canelo Alvarez recently. All-time great Canelo. McGill dropped Suarez in the second round, and it seemed like it was gonna be one-sided. Looked like Suarez was gonna get the brakes beat off of him. He was constantly stuck on the ropes. He was constantly shelling up on the ropes. And in the sixth round, man, McGill had Suarez on the ropes. Suarez, out of nowhere, hit McGill with an overhand right, man, and knocked him out. Y'all don't know, but in 25 fights, Series only had 4 knockouts. That was his first fight at 168. This was a hometown fight for McGill, and Series traveled all across the world, man. So that was my upset of the year. Uh, we all know Jaime McGill, man, the young hungry warrior. We did not know who Bruno Series was, man. He likely killed McGill in that ring. That was my upset of the year. McGill had the experience of fighting Canelo. I think he fought 3 times this year. I think that was his fourth fight. Yeah, man, that was my upset of the year. I did not expect that to happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if you missed it. I don't know if you missed it, but I said my robbery of the year was Robson Constantine versus Oshaki Foster one. Uh, like I said, man, we real boxing fans over here. We not casual, so and that's what I said. Out of 25 fights, he only had 4 knockouts. That was crazy. Like, nobody expected that. My knockout of the year, they had a lot of crazy knockouts going into uh this year, but it was on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, man. Lucas Body versus Ashton H2O, man. H2O was having his way, man. Like, he was styling on Body the whole fight. He was outboxing him. He was outclassing him all the way until he got knocked out. Body caught him man, with a three-piece combo. H2O was trying to get on the inside, and soon as body landed that three-piece combo, bro, he was out on impact. Y'all, please go look that up. Happy New Year to y'all, man. We bringing it in the right way, man. Couldn't forget about y'all. Every year, I try to do my boxing awards, either around this time. But when H2O got dropped, bro, he did not move, bro, for a good 3 minutes. He was just laid out on the ground. Like, y'all, please go look that up. Lucas Body versus H2O. And you going to see why that's my knockout of the year. Performance of the year, man. Gotta give it to none other than, man, Keyshawn Davis, man. Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos, man. All the chips fell perfectly on this night, man. Keyshawn was in his hometown where him and his other brothers fought. His other two brothers got a dominant win. Not only did they win, his sister sung the national anthem. The backstory of this fight, Lemos was at 140. He gave Richardson Hitchens the fight of his life, where a lot of people thought Lemos won that fight. A lot of people thought Lemos won that fight versus Hitchens at 140. He came down to challenge Keyshawn Davis. He weighed in at 144.6 pounds, but the fight was at 135. Man, Keyshawn came out strong, but in round one, defense was good. Lemos was throwing crazy punches. Keyshawn made him pay. Man, he even dropped the ref. Like, Keyshawn Davis was on fire. He was in his hometown. His other two brothers put on a dominant performance, and his sister sung the national anthem, bro. Your night cannot go more perfect than that. Like, that was crazy to me. That was sick to me. That's really what I could think of when I'm like, if I was to have a performance, how would I want my night to go? That's the perfect way for my night to go. Now he set up to fight Dennis Berinchik on February 2025, and they try to set up Tank versus Keyshawn Davis, man. And I will not lie, Dubois, bro. Dubois is one of the ones, bro. A lot of people sleep on Dubois, bro. But me personally, last year, my robbery of the year was Usyk versus Dubois. I think Usyk got stopped by Dubois. I don't think that was a low blow. Dubois been on fire ever since. He made AJ look like nothing, bro. Oh my God, Bacoli. Bro, Bacoli, I was not familiar with his game. Bacoli went crazy. I'm like, why is he, bro? He just started off just standing there like, I'm like, nah, Bacoli tripping, man. He hit Big Baby with some shit. I was like, God damn. I'm just like, for me, that was my performance of the year because it was a perfect night. His brothers had a dominant win. His sister sung the national, like, and it was in their hometown, a sold out crowd. It couldn't get no better than that. Like, all the chips fell in his direction. Like, that, I don't know. It can't get more perfect than that. My prospect of the year, this was by a landslide. I ain't even really had no other competition. Abdullah Mason, man, he the best up and coming fighter in boxing. He could do it all. He a very, very big 135 pounder. He got power in both hands, man. He very, very smart in the ring. He showcased the chin in his last fight. Uh, he got dropped, got up, dropped the other dude. He got dropped again. He came out in the second round and closed the show, man. Very strong. He got that knockout power, man. Very humble, and he really let his skills do the talking. Uh, I can see, man, he gonna be undisputed at 135 someday. And you gotta think he only 20 years old. He's staying active. I think he got like 16 through 18 fights, so he's staying very active. I think he'd have fought like 4 times this year, close to 5, because he's steady getting first round knockouts. Don't believe me though? Go check it out for yourself, man. That dude is good. Very, very accurate too. He don't miss a lot of his punches, and he set him up nicely. Hey, I put up a poll. This dude is cold, man. Moses is like that, y'all. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for Moses too. That was my runner up. I had Abdullah at one and Moses at two. He was just on the undercard of Fury versus Usyk. He stopped his opponent in the first round. He just broke Mike Tyson record for stopping damn near all his opponents in the first round. That dude cold too. Jay Will, you know what you talking about. Of course, fighter of the year. I put up a poll. That's what I addressed at the beginning of the video, man. I put up a poll. It had Usyk, I had Terence Crawford, I had Tank, and I had Better Bill. Who was the fighter of the year, man? Started off, it made sense when it started off, and then it started being a landslide. My subscribers, people of this channel said that Gervonta Tank Davis was the fighter of the year. I get where they're coming from, but I got Alexander Usyk, man. I'm sorry, bro. He is the one. He been my pound for pound number one going on 2 years now. To move up to heavyweight, bro, and do what Usyk has done is kind of unheard of. Another one, Jay Will. It's unheard of, bro. He moved up. He beat Anthony Joshua twice. He stopped Dubois. He beat Tyson Fury twice, bro. He done all this, bro, by being at a size advantage. I mean, a size disadvantage and a reach disadvantage. He was outweighed in his last fight versus Tyson Fury by 60 pounds. Bro, that's like, I don't even know how many weight classes. Like, that's a huge, like, that's a lot to overcome, bro. Being a smaller man, having a shorter reach, that's a lot to overcome, man. And not only did he beat Tyson Fury once, he beat him twice, man. And that's what I'm saying. Tank only beat Frank Martin. We knew Tank was gonna beat Frank Martin. We knew Tank was gonna stop Frank Martin. We didn't know with Alexander Usyk, man. Tyson Fury is basically 7 foot tall, 300 pounds. Usyk was outweighed by 28 pounds by Anthony Joshua. Man, Usyk came up from cruiserweight and cleared the division, man. Cleared the smoke. Is nobody else really left for Usyk to fight at heavyweight. And that's what I'm saying. He made history with that. He made history with it, bro. Usyk is one on one, bro. Usyk, in my humble opinion, man, the greatest heavyweight of this era. He stepped up and he showed size don't matter. It's all about them skills, bro. That's what I said. He was outweighed by 60 pounds in that second fight. That's crazy. And skills pay the bills, man. Skills pay the bills. I got Alexander Usyk as my fighter of the year, man. He is him. Simple. No, it wasn't even a debate for me. Fighter of the year, man. I couldn't really think of too many bangers like that because they'd have been one-sided or boring. I had to give it to the women, bro. Like, and it's a rematch. I had to give it to Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano too. I don't know what it is when them two women fight, bro. And I'm not doing the whole women mixed with men thing. I just couldn't think of another banger. This is a banger, bro. Like every time they get in the ring with each other, is nothing but punches flying, bro. Them punches is flying, headbutts, all of that, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Amanda Serrano pulled it off this time, bro. She was fighting at a disadvantage. Her damn eye was almost was almost detached. Yeah, dude. Like, it got to a point where she was purposely headbutting, and the ref wasn't really saying nothing. This fight was a banger, man. Like the first one. It's just some fighters bring out the best in each other, and I think when them two get in the ring with each other, man, they go crazy. Katie Taylor won officially, but I think Serrano edged it, man. The headbutting was horrible though. Like I said, Serrano was fighting at a disadvantage with her eye basically being split open. I think Serrano edged it, man. That's my fight of the year. I couldn't think of too many. I couldn't really think of no fights that was super crazy like that or a banger like that. That was my fight of the year though. Them two women, man. Even in that first fight, they laid it all on the line, to be undisputed, and they ain't playing no games, man. Card of the year. I'm gonna give card of the year, man, to Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov and Riyadh season in Los Angeles. Bro, that card was stacked. They had Terence Crawford, they had Usyk Cruz, they had Rayo Venezuela, they had Andy Cruz, they had Andy Cruz, Andy Ruiz, they had Big Baby Miller, they had Big Baby Anderson, and they had Bacoli, man. Them fighters, bro, you shouldn't be able to have that many good fighters on one card. Like Turkey Al Sheik, also promoter of the year. Simple. What Turkey Al Sheik has done in boxing, bro, especially for the heavyweights, he done made some fights that shouldn't have happened happen. He was looking to make Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, but they lost their fights. But you shouldn't be able to make some of these fights, and he's making them happen. Duck of the year, man. Duckaroni Peace. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, man. And it's not only this year, it's been for a while, man. We all know. He an all-time great, but Canelo Alvarez Duck of the Year, man. We still waiting to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. We need that in our life. I need to see that fight before it's all said and done, man. Canelo then hopped, skipped, and jumped over David Benavidez multiple times. He done chose Jamel Charlo. He done chose, man, Jaime McGill, John Ryder, all them guys over David Benavidez, and I don't like it. Duck of the Year, man. He's still an all-time great, though, Canelo Alvarez. And yeah, Fear versus AJ, they say that could happen next. I mean, that really don't excite me too much. Yeah, yes, yes. That was a close second. I put him on the poll too. But everybody chose Canelo. But I don't like how Loma pulled out of that fight with Tank. That fight was supposed to happen in November, but he said he wasn't in the mood to fight Tank this year. So to each his own, man. But Jay Will, man, shout out to you, man. Salute to you. Real one since day one, man. Always pulling up, checking out the channel, dropping his thoughts and comments. Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. And I'm out.